Time for another Turbo Review. Today I'm looking at Transformers Universe Minicon Heavytread with candy jellies. Several weeks ago, I won a contest sponsored by YouTuber WaspShot23. Subscribe to him. The prize was a single-packed Minicon Heavytread packaged with jelly candies. Well, guess what arrived in the mail the other day? That's right, bills! Also Heavytread. The following is my review of that figure. Seriously, subscribe to him. He's got some excellent videos. Heavytread is a maroon-colored tank with silver paint apps and a black gun barrel and treads. The treads don't move at all, which is to be expected with a figure this small. Instead, Heavytread rolls on 4 wheels attached to the bottom of the treads. Also on the bottom of the figure is his Minicon connection port. Tank turret rotates 360 degrees, and the gun barrel pivots up and down. He has a lot of detail for such a tiny transformer, and I'm giving his alt mode a solid 7. Transformation is surprisingly complex for a Minicon. He has lots of moving parts, and the conversion itself is kind of unique. Transformation score is a 6.5. Heavytread's robot mode is a little odd looking, which I guess is true for about 90% of Minicons, and so, in that respect, he fits right in. The head is formed by pulling back the gun barrel on the turret, leaving it looking like it has a huge antenna sticking out the back of it. His legs are very long, and he's also a little top-heavy. Too, he's got a very small footprint. All these things put together mean that he has trouble standing. His odd proportions and difficulty standing up net him a robot mode score of 6. Articulation is very limited on this figure. His arms rotate at the shoulders and his legs rotate at the hips. Because it's attached to the rotating turret, the head rotates as well. His arms and legs kind of get in the way of each other, and that makes posing him a little bit tricky. Some poses are possible, but keep in mind that he doesn't stand well, so it becomes next to impossible to display him in any pose other than just kind of standing there. Articulation gets a 6. Heavytread's only gimmick is one that he shares with other Minicons. He has a port that allows him to connect to other Transformers via a post on the larger bots. It's not a major gimmick, but I guess he doesn't suffer for having it. Gimmick scores a 7. Overall, Heavytread scores a 6.5. He's got a solid alt mode and a good transformation. Robot mode falls apart a little, but you have to remember he is among the smallest class of Transformers figures, and as such is bound to be a little quirky. I think that in Heavytread's case, the quirkiness works, although his articulation suffers for it. Gimmick is exactly what you would expect for a Minicon, and nothing more. With a score of 6.5, I would probably only moderately recommend Heavytread, under normal circumstances. But given that I got him for free as a result of winning a contest, I have to reassess my recommendation. Free figures rank very highly in my opinion, given that there are very few of them in my collection. So, if you can win a contest where the prize is Heavytread, then I have to say that I can't recommend him enough. Right then, I suppose I should take a look at the fizzy jelly candies that came packaged with Heavytread. The candies come shaped like cola bottles, and I suppose they're meant to taste like cola too. Okay, so my first order of business was to try to get them open. They come sealed in this little plastic container here. Very easy to open actually, just rips right open. Next is the smell test, and to be honest it doesn't really smell like anything. Okay, so then I'm chewing and chewing and chewing. It's definitely got a cola-esque flavor to it, and fizzy too, if you can believe that. A little hard, Though, to be fair, I don't really know how old the candies are. They go down with a little bit of difficulty, and to be honest, my final verdict is... eh. What will I review next time? When will I review it? And what about Naomi? For the answer to these and other questions, tune in next time for Turbo Reviews.